Hi, this is Jennifer Lawrence with the America First Project. We're here in Phoenix, Arizona with Jim Williams, member of Riders USA. So Jim, how are you today?
Pretty good, thank you.
Pretty good. So when we met each other, it was the night of the whole Kay O'Donnell's debacle in Phoenix here when Breitbart was having their Breitbart meetup. So tell me a little about what happened that night.
Well, we actually met at a Riders USA meeting before that. He came and promoted it.
Yes,
and then we went over to support that at Kay O'Donnell's, and we had a pretty good time. Everybody was having a good time and speaking, and somebody didn't like what they were hearing, so they came and told the manager to shut the mics off. The mics went dead, everything went dead, and everybody wondered why. And so we went to talk to the management about it and tried to find out why the mics were shut off. They said it was because a patron didn't like what they were hearing. And as we were all talking to them, I guess they felt threatened and called the police. So we had the police come in, and helicopter and everything showed up, and all the old people freaking out. And
well, if I remember correctly that night, I think the topic they didn't like was about illegal immigration, correct?
Exactly.
And being in Arizona and being a border state, I mean, illegal immigration is one of the major topics here, correct?
Yes, it is, and that's we run into that all the time. We talk about illegal immigration. We've been fighting it for years, and you run into that. People don't like to hear it. They don't want to talk about it, want to call you racist and what have you, but it's an issue that we got to get straightened out. It's getting worse all the time.
Absolutely, and I know Riders USA has had a lot of success at the local level fighting, these lax immigration laws that Phoenix is trying to push right now. So can you tell me a little about what you guys have been doing?
Well, early on, we used to go down to the Pruitt's protests. They had protests down there, and we were successful down there getting a lot of people to show up. And then we would go to the day labor centers, and we would stand outside the day labor centers and discourage people from picking up illegal immigrants. We got one shut down out in Cave Creek, completely shut down, and the other one that was actually subsidized by the city of Phoenix, we got it pretty much, might as well have been shut down. They had one or two people sitting in there, but we had people sitting in that location for over a year. Every solid day for over a year we had people sitting there, and finally got it basically shut down. So and then we had Prop 200, I believe it was, Stop Illegal Hiring. Riders USA fought that and put a lot of miles on their bikes and held up signs outside of stadiums and everything, and we got that defeated. So we stay pretty busy.
So you guys have had a ton of success. So I think, people across the country are wondering what they can do to help support Trump, to help support the America First agenda, because I know Riders USA is very much about America First. Amen. So, what could people around the country do? Is it organizing at the local level? Is that what's really important in changing laws all across this country?
I believe it is. I've always thought that the best way to change anything is to clean up your own house first and then start moving into the neighborhoods. And that's what we do. We've got our meetings that we have, and we have the issues that we're going to tackle, and we tackle them and we go after them. And I've always thought that, going to town hall meetings, town council meetings, city council, the Maricopa Board of Supervisors meetings, we'd go to these meetings and talk and speak. A lot of people didn't like us, but a lot of people saw that, and it brought more people out to help. So you've got to be active. You've got to be out there where people can see you making a stand. And when they know that there's people making a stand, they'll come out and support you. They're afraid to go out by themselves, but when they see a group of people, they'll come out and support it.
Well, I know personally Riders USA has always come to my defense and has protected me. So I really appreciate, what bikers do all across this country, providing security and providing, bikers for Trump, providing security for the people at the Trump events, because those are the ones that are getting attacked as they're walking out. Exactly.
And that's what we do too. That's we've done here, and it got to the point. Funny story I got to tell you. We did the one down at the Coliseum, and we had a few protesters showed up, but it was well publicized that we were going to be there. We were going to be protecting the Trump supporters and what have you. And a couple days after that rally, and there were people there, and we escorted people to their cars and stuff, but it didn't get ugly. There was never any real violence or nothing happened. But on Facebook, people from the Antifa, which is the anti-fascist anarchists,
the real fascists.
They posted stuff on their Facebook pages saying, yeah, I heard about that rally. I was going to go down there, but I heard there was going to be armed bikers, and I thought it might get kind of dangerous. So people stayed away just because somebody was willing to go down there and stand there and make sure that the supporters weren't harassed or bothered. So.
Absolutely. And in a place like Phoenix where the police kind of turn the other eye to, illegal immigration and stuff like that, it's really nice to have bikers there supporting the people.
And the police at the rallies are very supportive. We got DPS, we got, like at the Capitol, we got Capitol Police, and even the city police. We got some good city officers. When we're at a rally, they're very cooperative. We got a good rapport with them. Sadly, the city council in the street, in the streets, the police, the operation orders that they have to abide by is pretty much a sanctuary policy, and their hands are tied. But when we're at a rally or an event, they're very cooperative. We get along real well with them. So
I know you were one of the original bikers for Trump. Before this whole movement started, I saw your picture flexing at a Trump event. Tell me a little bit about that picture, because you have become a household icon across the country.
The story on that picture was I was going to go to the Trump rally. Some friends told me that if you took a sign in with you that said anything for Trump, mothers for Trump, or anything for Trump, that you could get into the VIP section. So I bought a piece of paper and some markers, and I made a sign that said "Bikers for Trump." So that's what I am. I'm a biker, and I figured. So I would go down and go to the rally, and they let me go to the VIP section. When I got to the VIP section, the guy asked me if I would actually guard the VIP section, not let anybody else come up there that didn't belong there. So I got to stand right up there in the VIP section, and I had that sign, and I got pictures everywhere. People wanted to take pictures with a "Biker for Trump" sign. And the one picture, when they announced Trump was coming out, I got excited, and I said yes. And somebody took a picture. I know who took the picture. They took the picture. It was Atlantic.com took the picture. But they took the picture, and a friend of mine told me, "Hey, dude, look at this picture, look here." And it was all over the internet, and it was up for a while, then it got pulled down. And then the next thing I know, it was back up on the internet, but it was a lead picture for Bikers for Trump. And I thought, whoa, this is cool.
With Arizona being a border state, one of the cornerstones of the Donald Trump administration was build the wall. Why is build the wall important, and what are they doing here in Arizona to, bring awareness, or let's start this process of actually building this wall?
Well, we've fought it for a long time. Like I said, we've been fighting illegal immigration for a long time and been wanting a wall built. If you go look at the wall, there's a fence, and then there's nothing, and then there's a fence and nothing. I mean, anybody can walk through if they want to, but we had planned on making a ride. We've made a couple of rides to the wall, the border, just to go down there years ago. And with Trump saying build the wall, we had planned on making another ride to bring awareness. But now that it's going to get built, we're going to have a celebration, a ride, and one of our members had talked about they're starting the wall around Yuma over by California, San Diego, somewhere they're starting that wall, and they're moving towards Arizona. And it may take a while, but when they get to Arizona, he wants the riders to show up and welcome them into the state and be there to see that the wall is actually getting done. So, it's real important. It's very important. It sends a message, number one, that we're serious about protecting our borders, and it's just something that's sorely needed.
Yeah, and absolutely. That was one of the cornerstones of the Donald Trump campaign was build the wall. So right now, the America First Project is going to be running a petition. Down in the comment section below, there's a link. You can click that link and you'll sign the petition, and that letter will go to your two senators and your congressman to let them know that you are serious about building this wall. Let's get this wall built. The people of Arizona and all across the country, all Americans are concerned, but especially those living in the border states are seeing what illegal immigration has done to their cities, their towns, and their state. So let's help the people in the border state, and let's help protect America and keep people from crossing this border illegally. Because if people can cross illegally, that means terrorists or anybody else can cross that border too. So let's help Jim Williams and Rider USA have their little party when the border wall gets here to Arizona, and sign that petition below. And let's keep our senators and our congressmen ready and willing to do anything they have to do in Congress and in the Senate to get this wall built.